somebody all the way from Chennai, I presume, and that's Mr. Gopal Mahadevan, because I think the constant worry in the minds of a lot of people are whether the rising fuel prices, ownership costs, financing woes are hurting heavy truck sales, and they have hurt truck sales in the month of November, and whether this will continue going ahead as well or no. Ashok Leyland for itself suffered about an 18% drop in the truck sales, though you would say that's in line with the industry-wide decline of about 19%. Let's get Mr. Gopal Mahadevan on board to talk about all of this and more. Good having you, Mr. Mahadevan. Thanks so much for joining in.
Good morning.
The simple question, is there a risk to CV growth in the second half of the current financial year?
Well, I think let me answer the question a little indirectly. I was listening to your introduction to this conversation. First, we must understand that the CV has the commercial vehicle industry for the from April to November has grown at about 34%, which is a very, very healthy growth. If you notice that this has been on the basis on over and above last year. November month has seen a degrowth of 10%, but from Ashok Leyland's perspective, we have actually gained share. If you look at the market share of Ashok Leyland in October, it was 27.8. It has gone up to 30.8 in November, as per CM. Similarly, if you look at November of last year, we were at 29.4. So we have actually gained 1.4% over last year. So I'm actually reasonably content of the performance of Ashok Leyland vis-a-vis what's happening with competition. Yes, the industry has degrown, but I'm not too concerned at the moment because, given the level of growth that the industry has posted, you could see 1 or 2 months where, the growth does come off. And we must remember one more thing. Third quarter last year was a stupendous growth of nearly 42%. So the base effect of Q3 of FY18 will have an impact in Q3 of FY19. The other factors that you mentioned about interest rates, the NBFC crisis, yes, that was also another contributory to this whole thing. But I believe that, those clouds are evaporating. We have not seen any NBFC actually defaulting, and the government is also supporting the NBFC. So possibly after December, you're going to see a lot of things clearing up. As we move forward to Q4, if the infrastructure spends were to continue and, the government has been, making its intention very clear that they will pursue with the infra spend, especially on roads. You have heard the minister state that, they're very keen to have even the Bombay and Delhi route completed. 6-lane, which is actually going to reduce transportation time significantly. If all of that happens, you could possibly see a growth in Q4 also, but we'll have to wait and watch. I'm not too despondent at the moment.